Hello, me few subscribers, like only a few really, because this channel really isn't doing too good like some of the other channels I have. I'm going to be remaking an episode that I made quite a while ago. If you remember, I made baked pasta, and today I decided that I'm going to remake it, but at least shorter. But I am going to be excluding meat today. So yeah, I got no meat, um, aka beef. I got no beef. Beef is one of those things that you can make with it, and sometimes you don't have to. In my case, most of the times I don't make it with beef anymore because I just hate having to take it out and thaw it. Then if I forget to thaw it, I won't be able to make the dish. So yeah, beef is really ground beef is really optional for this. So yeah, welcome back to Lana's Mad Kitchen. Today we're going to be making baked pasta. In either a large or small saucepan, depending on what how much you're making. Fill, get some water. Fill it up with some hot water. That's what I'm trying to say. I apologize. So yeah. Sit, turn the heat on and let it boil. Well, let it come to a boil. And then here's something else optional. Add salt to your water to get that little sea salt taste. So yeah, but it's only optional. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Just stir it around and get that salt dissolved and stuff. So yeah. All right. So as we can see, we have a boil. So yeah, it's time to add. One of the many joys of making this dish is that you can use any noodle you want. I am using egg noodles for today, but you can use any noodle you want. So add what you think is the right amount, and watch out. Um, Watch out. You might get splattered by the water. I kind of got some on the cheek, so yeah, be careful while doing that. Alright, so cook time depends on what noodle you're using. If you're using egg noodles like me, they cook very fast, so it's like 10 something minutes. I'm not too sure, but they do cook fast. But other noodles, they kind of not. So yeah, just mind that. I don't have a specific amount of time where you have to cook these. Alright, so around this time you would want to set the oven. So preheat the oven to 365. Alright, so we're going to be letting this cook more. Not. Alright, when your noodles are done and you check them, drain them into the drainer. I forgot the name of it for a second. Alright, so now that the noodles are all drained, it's time to add the sauce. I'm just using store-bought sauce, but I'll show you guys how to make a homemade sauce one day. You can just use homemade, but right now I don't have access to homemade, so I'm using the store-bought. So add what you think is the right amount of sauce for these noodles, which I don't think this is the right amount of sauce, but we'll find out soon. Alright, so this is another optional thing. Just sprinkle in a little bit of sugar, just to kind of round out some flavors. Mix the sugar around in the sauce before adding your noodles back into the pan. Probably should use a bigger pan than this. Yeah. Alright, so after putting your noodles back into the pan with the sauce, try to mix the sauce into the noodles, and don't be an idiot like me and try to use something bigger than this stupid pan. Holy. Once the oven is preheated, put the pasta inside the oven and set a little timer. Set the timer to 17 minutes and let that go. And then eventually we'll add the cheese and all that stuff. After 17 minutes has passed, we're going to add our mozzarella cheese. I guess you can use any cheese you want, but I always known this dish for using good old mozzarella, so I had to do this off camera. After covering it with the cheese, we're going to put it back in the oven for 3 to 4 minutes. It's your choice. Alright, so after 3 to 4 minutes, pop it out of the oven and dig in. Actually, pop it out of the oven, grab one of your favorite drinks, and dig in. That's really it. If you want to add extra things like vegetables and all that stuff to enhance flavor, you can. I'm a big ass, so I don't really do that stuff. It's just noodles, sauce, and cheese when it comes to me making this, at least. But you can really do whatever you want with this. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this dish because it's one of my favorites to make. See you guys later, and bye. I am literally eating this out of the same saucepan we used to make this. I can't even with it myself anymore. This is ridiculous. It's just like mac and cheese.